For a man that's been playing music for 53 years now, Ricky Skaggs has had a very eventful last year. He's been honored with the Pioneer Award from the ACMs and has been inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. In between all his tour dates, he still finds time to record a new project that is music to my ears. Lynn had a chance to talk with Ricky about that new project.
In the studio today with Mr. Ricky Skaggs. This is such a treat. It's always good to see you. Got a new album.
Yeah.
Music to My Ears. I love the title.
I do too.
And it's a song on there.
Had no idea that I was going to call it that. You know, I knew there was a song that we were going to do called Music to My Ears, and I've really had it in my in like a folder on my Mac for 8 years. I've had that song, you know, wanting to cut it. I thought about doing it on Mosaic, and it just didn't work on Mosaic. And but when I drug it out for this project, it really seemed to work. And then after probably a month of cutting, I had to get a title for the record, and I looked down the list of songs, and I saw that when I thought, Music to My Ears, that's a great title for a record. Yeah, and it's such a cool song. Talks about music being kind of like a language that God uses to speak to the nations, and even it bypasses our language barriers. You know, it talks about, you know, at Babel, you know, our tongues were divided, you know, and our tongues grew many-sided, you know, not being able to understand each other, but through music we all understand the same thing, you know, and I just love that about what I get to do for a living is making music. Yeah, it's an awesome thing.
The name of the Lord is music to my ears.
We have to talk about the Pioneer Award. The Academy of Country Music just...
Well, I think people are starting to see the gray and Mr. Skaggs now. They're always calling me Mr. Skaggs. And it was a very, very nice thing, the Academy of Country Music Awards. And, of course, I knew Cliffy Stone. I think that's the first thing I said when I went up there. I knew Cliffy Stone. I mean, that's how long I've been around. But he was a great man and did a lot in Los Angeles and, well, in the West Coast, California area to promote country music out there, but yet bring it to Nashville as well. And very responsible for Buck Owens' career, and you know, Merle Haggard and people like that. Those West Coast artists, Lefty Frizzell, and but it's a very, very nice award. I think it's just a, you know, achievement for, you know, I think what they were really what they, you know, gave me this award for is that at the time that I came to Nashville was so kind of disfigured musically. I
read about this. Yes.
Not really having a kind of a base. You know, I mean, country was really going toward more pop. I think the Urban Cowboy movie and all the movement in the music was much more pop than I felt like the fans really wanted. I felt like the fans had a real desire in their heart to really hear
our roots.
Yeah, really hear the roots in the music again. And that's one of the things that when I left Emmylou Harris's band, that's one of the things that I brought to Nashville, was that the roots of bluegrass and old time country music. People like, you know, Webb Pierce and Ray Price, George Jones, Bill Monroe, Flatt and Scruggs, and all those heroes of mine that I loved growing up. And I had no idea that it would catch fire like it did, but it truly set ablaze. It really caught fire.
Yes,
and we had, 12 #1 country hits in 8 years, something like that, you know. And
ACM winning Grammys. You've won Grammys.
And the, you know, the Entertainer of the Year in 1985. So had a real great career going, you know. And then things started changing again in the, you know, in the early to mid 90s, and I just, you know, Mr. Monroe was really a true hero of mine. And when he passed away in '96, I really felt my heart being pulled back to this music again, and I really wanted to go even deeper in the roots of bluegrass than I had gone even before, you know. And I'm so glad that I did. I started Skaggs Family Records. I've got this wonderful studio now.
Yes, you do. I love it here. We were just talking
about all the
that.
music that I want to do. Anytime I want to do it, I get to play with the best people in the world. Bruce Hornsby. Barry Gibb is on my new record as well, you know, from the Bee Gees. And he came to Nashville and did the Thursday night bluegrass show with me at the Ryman. And then he stayed and did his first Grand Ole Opry appearance, which you would have thought that I handed him $1 million check. I mean, it meant more to him, I think, you know, because he doesn't need money. You know, he's one of the richest people in the world. But, you know, just the fact that he wanted to do the Grand Ole Opry. And, you know, I saw James Taylor last night. We talked about getting together and doing another song again. So, you know, these things are just so much fun to do. I don't have to bow my knee to the Music Row industry anymore. You know, and I just feel so blessed to be able to call the shots in my own life and let music be the door opener that gets out there. You know, and gets to do the things that I really want to do.
That's not all the incredible music we have up for grabs this week. We've got a former American Idol finalist coming up next with a brand new video. Don't go away.
Hey guys, it's Chrissy Lee Cook on set of my music video, and I'm coming up next on Inside Music Row.